Remember when I told you I had a bad feeling about Betsy DeVos? Here's why. Betsy DeVos continued her assault on education by dismantling any protections for loan borrowers. Her memorandum, Student Loan Service Recomplete, effectively erases the Obama administration's 2016 reforms on federal student loans in just 4 paragraphs. Prior to 2016, the student loan providers that were contacted or contracted with the Department of Education and managed by the Federal Student Aid Office operated with little to no oversight. Providers were raking up thousands of complaints regarding their loan providers and managers. Grievances usually centered around fines, being able to obtain information from the lender, how payments were handled, receiving the wrong or misleading information, bad customer service, and harassing phone calls. These poor lender practices were contributing to a high number of defaults as they refused to work with borrowers. The Obama administration recognized the need for minor reforms. So they implemented what would help protect borrowers and in turn assist lenders in reoccupying their money or getting their money back. This is like four or five, 6 things that they required here. Requiring the Federal Student Aid Office to continue evaluate lenders that contract with the Department of Education to make sure they're meeting borrowers' needs. So Obama put the onus on the lenders to make sure that they were meeting criteria. 2, providing economic incentives for those lenders with high performance evaluations. Contact the borrowers. Hey, how'd you like your interaction with your lender? Oh, good. Okay, great. Let's incentivize that. 3, creating a system so that borrowers could find and understand all lender information on one website. Yeah, instead of people running all over the place trying to find out what the status of their loan is, go one place, get one answer. Number 4, maintain a quality assurance program so that borrowers could trust the lenders contracting with the Department of Education meets certain requirements. There you go. Quality assurance is great. We like that. We like to know who we're borrowing with. Let's go with people with a higher rating system, sort of like Yelp, sort of like any of the many other, ranking systems that are available on the internet. 5, requiring timely and accurate response from lenders. That's right. If I send you a letter asking a question, or if you're supposed to get back to me in 3 days, you should get back to me in 3 days or whatever it is. And number 6, providing a feedback system for borrowers to report complaints, positive interactions, and suspicious activity by lenders. Now, these are all the things that the Obama administration laid out to try to make life better for you. Because you, if you're watching this video, you're probably not a lender, you're a borrower. And since it's your money and your future and your credit rating and your life and your household and your children, maybe we should champion for that. Well, listen to what Betsy DeVos did. You know, the champion for the people she is. DeVos' memo erases all these basic common sense rules for lenders. Even lenders contracted with the Department of Education can return to their old ways of harassing borrowers, misplacing payments, excessive fines, not answering borrowers' questions, and misleading and confusing their clients. Her reasoning for all this abrupt turn was simply that the new rules were not working. No evidence of why it was done. Looks fine to me. We don't know why you would want people to be able to know how much they owe by going to a website. We don't know why you would want a rating system on the lenders. You're the one borrowing money, so we should rate you. All 5, 10 million of you, to see if we want to lend to you. This is not the woman we want controlling the future of our young people and people returning to college in order to compete in this competitive-ass job market. When will people realize that rich buffoons living in bubbles don't have your best interest? When will it happen? When will we accept that? never touch the stern wheel, you can't lead us to the future. At least not in any way that you make decisions for poor people. And yes, unless you never took out a loan, you are not a poor person. People who need assistance, people who need loans, if you could pay out of pocket for everything, then maybe you should agree with this woman in some way, because maybe you live in the same bubble. But for the rest of us poor folks, and I mean people who don't have $1 million liquid just laying around, we rely on these institutions. Betsy DeVos she fell down the tree of stupidity and she hit every branch. And the people that pinpecked me for calling her out ahead of time, you got mud and dirt on your face, but the problem is, so do the rest of us.